Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, depending on the time of day you're watching this video. This video is about the project instructions for create a illustrated book about a country, civilization, or empire. For a picture book, you will need to include at least one image on every page, except the glossary and works cited. Half the pictures could be printed out, but half the pictures should be hand-drawn and or hand-colored. Number 3, include subtitles on each page of your book. Each page will be a section, and we'll go over the subtitles here. Title page, cover, inquiry question page will be page 2. Geography and climate will be page 3. Food and farming will be page 4. Communication, art, and language will be page 5. And if possible, find a quote on this topic. Beliefs and religion will be page 6. Power, government, warfare. And you could include law on page 7 and a quote on this topic. Page 8 would be trade routes, trade, merchants, exchange of ideas and goods with other cultures, who were the trading partners. Technology, inventions, change in technology. Where did the new technology come from? And page 10 will be interesting facts or your choice, people perhaps. And page 11 will be a glossary of terms. And page 12 will be your works cited. Remember, the project instructions are uploaded to Microsoft Teams, and when they're embedded into the assignment section of Microsoft Teams, you also have access to Immersive Reader. So if you want to read different parts of the instructions to you, you can. For example,
title on cover page. Include your name, first and last, block, and date. Include your most interesting color image here. 2. Inquiry question page. Include 4 to 6 sentences about connections to current events and how the question is relevant to today. 3. Geography and climate. 4. Food and farming. 5. Communication, art and language, and a quote. 6. Beliefs and religion, and a quote. 7. Power, government and warfare, and a quote. 8. Trade routes, exchange of ideas and goods. 9. Technology, invention and change, and a quote. 10. Interesting facts, stories, leaders or people. 11. Glossary. 12. Works cited at least 4 sources include 2 books. The next page is an optional resource.
Okay, so those are the key elements of the project. Summarized in a really fast video. I don't want to make this video too long, but we're going to go right up to the cover or the front of this, and at the very beginning we'll take a look at the statement of inquiry here.
Statement of inquiry. Language, art, power, beliefs, religion, technology, change, systems, global iterations, and the exchange of ideas and goods can influence and affect countries, civilizations, and individual people. Question. How did change, art, language, power, religion, technology, and exchange of ideas and goods affect underscore.
Okay, so the underscore is where you would put in the country that you have chosen in this blank area here. All right, I'm going to close that. And also note that the rubric for the assignment is here. So if you want to see how you will be evaluated, it is here. But it's also, if I open up this again, in the instructions on the cover here in this section here. Also, there is the inquiry question, and additional questions are also here to help you get started on your research. And this research package allows you to go through step by step, where first of all, say you would find a book, put the author here to keep track of it, the title of the book, the publisher of the book, and the date of publish. Then your task here for 2 is to find a quote. That's where you choose a sentence from the book on one of those key issues or topics. For example, government, and you put a sentence here about government, and then the author's name in brackets. Don't forget quotation marks around your quote. And if it's a quote, then you can copy it word for word and put the author's name to give credit to the author. Okay, don't forget to use to add a glossary to the back of your book. For example, if you are researching the Italian city-state of Florence and you find out that the government type is a republic and an oligarchy, those are 2 big words that other students may not be aware of yet. So you want to include them in your glossary, republic and oligarchy, and define them. Or say if you were researching one of the dynasties in China and you came across something like Confucianism, you might want to define that in the glossary. We're going to keep this video nice and short. If you have any questions, you know my email. Send me an email or send me a chat in Microsoft Teams chat if you have any questions about this project. There are examples, of course, of this project in the classroom. When I say examples, I mean examples of what a book project might look like, but they are actually projects on different topics. But there are examples of book projects in the classroom if you want a visual example.